What's going on, YouTube family? This is Gilly here. It's been about, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 days, but I've been trying to promote my Pistolera Indiegogo campaign. Thank God I was fortunate enough to crowdfund it on Kickstarter. So I guess some people are probably wondering why bring it to Indiegogo if you already funded it. And the simple reason for that is because just like everything in our great country, there's people that rather support one platform over the other. If you want to shop at Target, that's your business, right? But if you rather shop at Walmart, that's also your business, right? So what I want to do as a comic book creator who's fairly obscure, and is coming into his own, building his own brand, growing his audience, uh, I can't afford to just, stay on one platform over the other. And of course, there's a lot going on as far as the political climate with comics for those who are versed and know what's going on. There's a heavy, I guess, what you call a SJW presence on Kickstarter, and there's what we call a heavy Comics Gate presence on Indiegogo. I, for one, am aligned with Comics Gates. I'm not a hate group. I'm not alt-right. I don't hate anybody. I'm a Christian, and I write diverse characters in my story, but I don't use that as a way to promote my books. I focus on solely the story. So I was able to crowdfund on Kickstarter, and I guess there are many people that were like, "Well, why go to Kickstarter, or if you're Comics Gate, or why this, why that?" Like I said, I'm trying to grow my brand, and there's pros and cons with everything. Um, I remember I had a campaign last year that was on Kickstarter. It was called Under the Flesh, and I was bringing it back. And I remember someone that was prominent with the CG community said, if you're with CG, you can't even do a Kickstarter. You should cancel it, whatever. I did that, which probably wasn't a great idea. But anyway, I was just learning about the movement. But I've known enough to know that it's an ideology, and we just want good representation. We just want great comics as well. We don't want any agendas or propaganda or none of that stuff. We just want some great storytelling flow in our comic books. So when I launched Pistolera on Kickstarter, again, it's just a small team. It's me, the artist Mateo Martinez, who's done a webcomic. He's also obscure himself. And then we have the most talented of our group, I'd say, would be our colorist, who's done some work for Marvel and such. And he's pretty good. He's worked with me on Under the Flesh. JL Giles, he's an awesome dude. So anyway, it was a few days in the campaign where I got this message, and this message was on Kickstarter. So if I never would have put this project on Kickstarter, this message from a film producer would have never reached me. You would have never heard about it. So here it is, just sharing with you guys, also blocking out the name for privacy, and just because I'm in contact with someone that has connections to film producing and streaming service, it doesn't guarantee I'm gonna get anywhere. Sometimes some of these things take time. There's a lot of negotiation that goes with this, and for me, it's just cool to know that I'm reaching somewhere as a writer. I'm getting somewhere as a creator in comic books. That I'm getting these kind of discussions and conversations are leading into what could be, who knows what going forward. But I'll just get into it right here. So it's hello, Headshot Horror Publishing, Headshot Comics, Headshot Horror. So I use both. So first off, congratulations on what looks like a very cool story here. My name is and I'm a film producer who has now branched out into adapting graphic novels into TV shows. I've just developed Ben Dunn's Warrior Nun Aurelia as a feature film before changing it to a live-action TV show, what Netflix is shooting as a 10-part series. That sounds pretty cool. I have just looked at the basic art and storyline. Very cool. And I would like to know if you guys want to talk further about your idea. My email is if you want to find a time to chat. Well done. Thanks. So that's pretty damn cool. I mean, when I saw that, I thought it was a joke. Again, because I'm a nobody. So I emailed him. He called, from the email, he wanted to talk over the phone. We set up a talk. He was based in Europe, and we were able to talk. And he wanted to know more about Pistolera. I told him what I had in mind. I told him that basically what I had envisioned for the story, what he thought, and it was just all right, cool. Send me the script. He wanted to read the script. He wanted to know a little bit more about the story, just because he liked the pitch that I put out on Kickstarter. So just imagine if I would have never put this out on Kickstarter, that I would have never got this contact. And after talking with him over the phone, I'm like, well, how did you find out about Pistoleta? Like, for me, that's interesting. Like, cause when I was promoting it, it was hard for me to just get noticed, even in that sense. How the heck did I get the eyes of a film producer? So for me to just, that's what I'm just trying to do, is get out of, obscurity. I know I got some promising stuff, but I just trying to get it to other people that would want to back it. And that's it's just because there's good stories that people don't even know exist. So he told me somehow he was following, I guess, someone, and this particular person had backed my project. So he said throughout the years, he would get emails from this person, or get a notification email saying, hey, so and so just backed this book. And, oh, okay, and he look at it, whatever. And he just never shut off that notification. He stayed, receiving emails based on what this person was backing. And somehow this person backed Pistolera. And when he saw the premise of a pregnant, Mexican teen gunslinger trying, getting revenge on the sheriff, he just thought that was crazy. That premise alone, he loved it. And that's what opened the door to him noticing Pistolera, and we're seeing where we're at. So I'm just going to stop the screen share for a moment. See if I could do that. And I'm going to open another one that I took from an email that he had sent me recently. And let me see. Okay, yeah, here you go. Okay, so I think it's sharing. Yeah, present to everyone. Let me see. It should be sharing, right? Um. Okay, so just bear with me here. Sorry. Okay, so it says, okay, I have read Pistoletta a few times, and I keep seeing the name Quentin Tarantino, a woman empowered who is going to take some sweet revenge. The paradox of her becoming progressively more and more pregnant as she gets closer to facing her adversary is sweet. 8 months preggo and ready for a gunfight. It feels like a film for me now more than a TV show. There is a natural path to the story and logical conclusion, it seems. The big missing pieces are information about her as a character, her journey to get to being ready to kill this guy. I don't know. Anything's floating through my head. I would love to have a finished copy. Thanks so much. I must be proud of you to fund the project, put forward your belief and energy, and sometimes amazing things happen, sometimes not as well, but that is the joy of the arts. Let's talk next week sometime. Thanks and congratulations again. And then I'll just stop. So he apparently read the script. He liked it. He had some reservations about at least showing more of the character. And here's my thing. I try to do as best I could within the 30 pages. I originally would love to write 60, 80 page comic of revolving Pistoletta, because you can go that deep. It's just you can. Again, I'm limited via budget. I'm limited as far as the artist rate. Mateo, he worked out a good rate with me. Again, everything for me, I was just handcuffed by that. So I tried my best within the 30-page story, and I feel within the 30 pages, I feel like I do show enough of her character moments to just see that she's someone that witnessed the tragedy and was willing, to show, tenacity, to go through adversity. We see her determination. as a teen, overcoming so much, and determined to see her way to redemption, to vengeance, to become competent enough to where she's capable to even enacting revenge. So I try my best to fill that out. Hopefully, when he reads the comic and he sees the actual pictures and everything, hopefully he can get more than just from the script. So again, that's where I hope I could do justice in that department. And then lastly, I'll just take a quick peek at the campaign. I haven't really did a video talking about Pistolera, so I kind of want to share with you guys what I have going on as far as the page is concerned. So I got my little trailer. It's a minute long. I kept it the same as a Kickstarter trailer. I felt like I didn't need to reshoot anything. It's just on the nose. We funded the art. We do have enough for a very modest printing. It's a bare bones printing. It's enough just for the backers, because with the 4,000 we raised, that's literally the rate for Mateo's work, for JL's work, for a decent print run, and for shipping, because that's all costly. So we launched on Indiegogo to give other backers a chance to get in on this book and on this project. At the same time, hopefully allowing us to raise some funds where I can do a bigger print order, and I could, for this year, I'm going to be doing my first Comic Con as a seller. So if I could get a nice amount of units where I can do a couple of shows, for me, that's huge. That's me also branding and promoting and rising out of obscurity, promoting my work and growing as a creator. So I would have enough units to do tables and stuff. So again, I'm just limited as far as budget. I work at a high school. I'm on that, the educator budget. It's it's not a lot. We definitely should get paid more. And I'm also a father and husband. So you could understand that as far as creator goes, I rely solely on crowdfunding, because that's just where I'm at. I don't have any how could you call it, like, connections as far as investors or wealthy people looking to just get in on my I don't have none of that, none of those type of connections. So I'm doing it like a lot of people, uh fighting and grinding their way to self-publishing, and hopefully this could open doors to more opportunities. But anyway, let's take a look at the project here. Why does this keep on doing that? I hate that. Okay, so let's just do this. Okay, so here we go. We have Pistolera, a Tarantino-esque vendetta western. You already saw from the film producer, he saw a lot of connections with Quentin Tarantino, and he's a big influence on much of my work. So is Robert Rodriguez, especially as far as the westerns concerned. Sergio Leone, a lot of the classic westerns, A Man with No Name. It's just it runs in me. It's just something where I want. With Lair, I did horror. I want to do my own little spin. I'm jumping the genres, brother. I'm going from horror. Now I'm coming to Western. The next project I have with Sebastian of Lair is sci-fi. Okay, so we're doing sci-fi, and then after that, hopefully later this year also, we can go do fantasy. So I'm just trying to show that as a storyteller, I got range. I'm not just stuck in horror book. I'm not just stuck in here. Like, I can mix and match with the best of them and put out some good quality work. So here goes the overview. Everything was taken from her, her family, her innocence. Now she must seek out her estranged fugitive brother to enact revenge against the vile sheriff who left her pregnant. Pistoletta is a blood-soaked tale of scorn and vengeance, unlike anything you ever seen. This 30-page one-shot story is what Westerns were made for. Lair creator is at it again, this time taking his warped mind to the frontier landscape to craft a bold and audacious narrative that is fresh as it is wildly entertaining. So here we go. A controversial, fresh take on frontier justice from the creator of Lair. Pistolera is a hard-boiled Western laden with splattered blood, whizzing bullets, death, tenacity, racial slurs, Bible verses, and a pissed-off pregnant gunslinger. If you liked films such as Hateful Eight, Django Unchained, Once Upon a Time in Mexico, Quigley Down Under, Hanny Calder, or any of Sergio Leone's spaghetti westerns, then you will love Pistolera. Hands down, if any of those films you just found some type of interest in, you're gonna love Pistolera. It's just the truth. I don't like to just say things that are true, but that is true. If for some reason you're not satisfied, DM me, get in touch with me, leave me a comment if you can't find a way to get in touch with me, and I will give you your money back. That's how confident I am in the work. So here's a gorgeous cover from Sebastian Navas. He did Lair, and although he's not doing the artwork for Pistolera because he was a bit busy and we got something else cooking with our next book, Grom, I still wanted his touch on Pistolera. And I wanted him to do a cover, and he did it. And it's just, I love it. It's just, you got the frontier, you have the rain, the mood, you know, the mountain, look at the rain just streaming down the mountainside, the horse, see her pregnant belly, her gun. It's just, I don't know. It talks to you. It's like, wow, foreboding almost in a way. I don't know, man. I think it's incredible. And I feel like if we ever continue this, or if it it comes ongoing, I would love to go into that lone wolf and cub territory, do a western. I just think that's just unexplored, and I'm putting the groundwork there. I'm laying the foundation, and it could be special. So here's another variant cover. This one's done by Mr. Canales, by Canales. He's done some artwork for Iron Sights, and he currently has a book out with the creator from Cauldron Comics, Abductibles. I think it's Michael Derrick. I'm not sure. I backed that book just because it looked cool. But anyway, here's his take, and I loved it. I just like Ibai's style, and I wanted him to just put something together, and he was free, and he was able to get this thing done, and I love it, man. I love it. I love it. I just love it. Very cool cover. So these are the exclusive covers through the Indiegogo, and then like I said, our interior artwork's already inked. Here's the cast: Valencia Valdez, a quiet 15-year-old teenager who witnessed a brutal murder of her parents. See, she's just playing with butterflies, just a normal average teen until boom, her life changed. Victorio Velocidad Valdez, a strange fugitive gunslinger wanted for raiding lynch proceedings, armed robbery, murder, and theft of exotic birds. Colton Hicks, newly appointed sheriff of the town Dorado Trails, formed shortly after the Mexican-American War. He has the power to take away freedom and innocence on a deadly whim. Blam. Preview the first pages of Pistolera. So here we go with some of the first pages. This is where we get introduced to Valencia, just outside playing with butterflies, just being a normal teen. And here we go. The mothers kind of say, hey, we got to go. And there's her dad. And this is where we have Colton trying to say, hey, listen, the Mexican-American War is done. This is our property, pretty much our land. I want this, The dad doesn't take too kindly of that. And of course, this is where we have our first inciting incident right here. Amigo, I assure you aren't just barking up a knot. He punches him in the stomach. Since you didn't heed my warning the first time, I'll reckon you hear this. Blam. My God. And then, of course, boom, boom, boom. Kill the mom. Valencia's just there. And Colton delivering his charismatic, oh, I'm so sorry, my blue little butterfly. Those deaths were meant for your pretty little coffee brown eyes. I mean it. I'm not a bad man, really. I'm not. It's just my temper that's all bad. I'll tell you what, I'll prove it. I'll show you how tender I can be, little butterfly. I'm giving you your life, but I'm also taking something with it. And the thing I'm taking, surefire. I'll make you a woman. 8 months later. Growing up, no one ever told me the devil had blue eyes, and I'm going to kill him. And then we got our rewards. You got $5 for your digital, $10 for your physical copy, the variant if you want Sebastian's copy, 20 if you want both covers, the IGG exclusive covers. And then we got 5 copies, or you could still get the covers from our original campaign, 10 copies We have a live stream block. This I just put up there just because I'm trying to be creative with offering rewards. 1 hour interview on YouTube. This is just me saying, hey, I'm just trying to get some money. I need to get a decent printing. I'll offer you an hour where we'll do a live stream. It could be about whatever you want to talk about, anything, anything. I mean, I'm putting it out there. Then we got the $200 wanted edition where your face and a poster, like literally you become a wanted poster. Who doesn't like that? I thought that's cool. And then this one is me trying to think out of the box again. $300 comic script workshop, 3 comic script revisions. So I know me as a writer, it's always hard for me to find people to want to read my stuff and work on it. It's just something I've had trouble with throughout all the time I've been writing. I know sometimes it's good to join writing groups, but even then, sometimes it's tough to get out there and trust someone with your work. With Lair, I had my college professor at the time who she thought the concept was pretty cool, and she helped me do that part of the script. But with her work and then me with my work and everything, it's just hard for her to stay doing it. So with Pistolera, I don't have anyone look at it. Who did I have? Did I have someone look at it? I don't even know. That was just me raw, just gutting it out. And Grom, I'm trying to see if I have a coworker at the school that I feel is pretty competent enough where they might be able to give some good insight. So hopefully, let's see. Here's some promo pieces. Pistolera. This is the original one done by Mateo. Then we have a reward poster of Vico Velocidad Valdez for raiding, lynch proceedings, armed robbery, murder, and theft of exotic birds. So this one looks pretty cool. I mean, if we get our $1,000 goal, I'm willing to shoot this out for everyone who backed. This is just how our Kickstarter banner looked, nice and clean. And this is just a cool little quick sketch of Valencia by Mateo. And yeah, so that's pretty much our campaign. As a Western, you're definitely going to get something very interesting. We got sepia flashbacks with, with hints of color here and there. You can see the eyes are blue. Here we can see the blood splatter patterns. More of the eyes. And then here's a full, when you're in present time, the full color. It's just, holy cow, JL did an amazing job here. It's incredible. So it has character. It's something special. And it's caught the interest of a film producer. Will this be anything? I don't know. Will it ever appear on Netflix? That'd be the dream. But again, as a creator, I got to protect myself. And also, although I can have my hopes up, I got to be realistic. So there you have it, guys. Let me know in the comments below what you think of Pistolera. Does it have potential to be something special for a Western? Do you think it shows promise? Do you think it's interesting? Do you think you'll see it on Netflix? A Netflix original? I would love that, right? Anyway, guys, if you haven't got a chance to check out the project, do so. Give us a back. It's helping a creator rise from obscurity, trying to just get out there, have a couple units to sell and promote at local conventions. And yeah, man, hopefully you guys check the project out and dig it. Talk to you later, guys. Till the next one. Peace out.